Hey, what's going on guys? It's here back again with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a best of 5 against LucasXgamer here. He's 14, he's Brazilian, and he's one of the best players in the game right now. As you can see on his profile, he's got 350,000 challenge cards won, and actually last season he finished 7th place overall on the global leaderboards on this account called Corrido. So Lucas, how you doing, bro?
What's up, everyone? Coming to face Hazard today.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Winter.
He thinks he's gonna beat me, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Alright, so you wanna just get into it?
Let's go.
Alright, so the first game, I'm going to be running a giant minor poison deck with the Night Witch and the Ghost. Obviously, right now, this is pre-balanced change. I'm recording this on Friday. It'll probably be released tonight, but I'm not really too sure yet. So the Ghost is still absolutely broken right now. So you either have to be playing the Ghost or have like 10 counters to it in your deck. He's going to start off with a little bit of BM, you know. Those Brazilians, what can you say? But yeah, no, we're just going to see what he's doing. Looks like he might be playing 2.6. I don't know, he's normally pretty good at Hog Cycle. I believe he finished, yeah, he played Hog Cycle last season when he was on Corrido. So he's obviously very good with Hog. We're going to be seeing what we can do here. And he looks like he was playing actually 2.6. So we're going to get our Ewis down. We're going to have to zap onto that. And then get our Skeletons down and get a Miner in as well. That shouldn't get any hits. No, that Ewis actually decided to walk away. So it's kind of unfortunate there. But Ewis is going to lock onto the tower. Get some good damage there. He just zapped the Ewis, which is a bit strange. But yeah, the Miner gets some good chip damage. And that's going to be a good start to the game in the first minute. Give us a thumbs up, you know. Always fun to play around a little bit, mess around. Hold on, just make sure that it is recording the volume. That's good. We are actually recording this. Always like to, you know, make sure. Don't want to record like a whole best of 5 and have it go to waste. Luckily that hasn't happened yet, but you know, I'm gonna get unlucky someday, guys. It's just destined to happen. The bats are actually gonna lock onto the tower, and the poison's gonna take out that musketeer there. The Hog did get, I believe, 2 hits there, but it looks like the Night Witch is actually gonna get a little bit of chip damage with those bats there. Tower's going down to 591 HP. Front tower has 1700, so this is going to be a very good start to the best of 5 here. Of course, these Brazilians, most of them are fairly young. As I said, Lucas is 14, so maybe doesn't have the experience that I might have in tournament standard, but he's obviously a very good player. He finished 7th last season on one of his first seasons pushing ladder, and I believe the season before that he did just as well. So obviously, I'm kind of scared going into this. What a fireball from Lucas! He actually predicted my Ewis. Normally you would want to fireball the tower and the Night Witch, but he actually got my Ewis there. That's kind of like, whoa, hold on, puts everything into perspective a little bit. That makes me kind of nervous for the rest of the best of 5. We're gonna put our Ghost down and probably get a Night Witch in here as well. He's gonna have another fireball. So I'm going to wait for that and then play my Ewis so that Hog doesn't get any more hits. It actually does get one more hit, unfortunately. But this push right here should take the tower, unless he lets us take the tower. So I'm just going to zap down right there, keep my Ewis alive for a little while longer, and then I'm going to go in for the giant push. Probably let the Hog take the tower. Actually, no, he still does have to fireball or cycle to another Hog Rider. So it's going to be fairly good for us. We're just going to be going all in aggressive, knowing that he has to commit at least 4 more elixir to take our tower. Get the poison down, hopefully get the giant and the miner onto the king tower. Not the miner onto the king tower, but the royal ghost on the king tower. That's doing massive damage right there. He's going to have to fireball my tower down. It looks like the ghost is doing serious damage. Tower's down to 387 HP. We're going to be throwing miner, we're going to be throwing skeletons in, try to get that last bit of damage. He does get a nice skeletons there, predicting my miner, but we're just going to be able to poison that down, defend on defense, yeah, okay. And then just cycle to another poison. So this is going to be his all-in push, but if we play a high Ewis, he won't be able to fireball everything, so it's going to be a pretty easy game over for us. And excuse the traffic outside, there's nothing I can really do about that. So yeah, hopefully that's not too bad. I normally, like, I live on a kind of side street, so I'm surprised that, like, things are this busy outside, but that's going to be a good game for match 1. Alright, for match 2, I think it's my turn now with the Hog Rider. Of course, Hog Rider is one of my favorite cards in the game. I'm going to be playing a new deck that I saw on TV, Royale. It's got the Princess, got the NATO, it's got the Rocket. Kind of similar to old log bait decks, but it does have skeletons, so it cycles really quickly. So as soon as he requests, we are going to, you know, show you guys that deck. Show you how to play it, maybe beat some more pro players. I don't know, let's see. Alright, so here it goes with the accept on the friendly battle. Of course, we got the bats, we got the NATO. Bats are very good right now. This deck doesn't have Royal Ghost, and the only legendary is Princess. It's got Zap, NATO, and Rocket, so obviously a fairly good deck for free-to-play players. It does have the Princess, but being one of the first legendaries that came out in the game, if you're not having it, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably kind of new to the game. So we're just going to split bats in the back. Looks like he could be playing some kind of minor poison. I'm expecting maybe a minor here. He's got the knight, he's got the poison. Could be graveyard, but he has skeletons. Skeletons are normally pretty good in minor decks. So yeah, there's the minor there. Hopefully he's Inferno. He might have NATO. Yeah, I think he actually does have Inferno. I think he's just playing regular 2.9, so kind of a throwback deck from him here. Okay, so he started off with minor poison. Or no, he started off with 2.6, and now he's playing 2.9 minor poison, so Lucas really taking it back in time for this best of 5. It's actually funny, for the Team Nemos bracket, for the bracket to decide, like the draft formation, in the finals, I was helping Surgical out with decks against Pompeo, and the goal that Surgical and I had was like, we wanted to get the best decks from like 2016 from the 15k meta, and they were actually doing surprisingly well. Surgical took 2 points off of Pompeo using only really old decks. So it was a really fun kind of event. So huge shout out to Nemos. I'm actually going to be playing on Monday for it. I don't know who I'm against yet, but there's some really stacked players in there. Basically, every top player that's from NA or EU is going to be in that tournament, and it's just going to be a ton of fun. So, talking more about this match here, not really much going on. I kind of say that a lot, but especially in solo or single elixir, not solo elixir, there's not really much you can do other than defend, maybe get a little bit of counter pushing here, but I do have a pretty good matchup against him. I can outcycle his Infernos, and I can just tornado his miners. Hopefully that rocket hits the knight. It actually does not hit the knight, but I'm not too worried about that, because he is pressuring the opposite lane with the miner, so obviously not too big of a deal. Looks like he's actually going to be going on a counter push with that knight that he got for free, basically, with that EWIS, but we're going to be able to play a Princess, and play a Hog Rider tank for that. Play Zap onto the skeleton so our Hog gets a hit, which it will right now. Now all we need is like maybe a rocket, 2 more rockets at minimum, or we can maybe get another Hog hit, Zap rocket. I think that would take tower. Not really too sure of the exact damages with the spell nerf. Still kind of figuring that out, but that's going to be game over for game number 2. Looks like he's going to play this Inferno right here. First time in the match. Kind of a prediction there, but we do get the bats and the Inferno with the nice Zap there. So obviously this deck is very powerful for a lot of different situations. Yet we will need one more Zap or a Princess hit to take off the tower, and that is going to shoot it down right there. With 3 minutes left in overtime, we're going to be up 2-0 against Lucas. Alright, so for the final match, I think he's gonna run Mega Knight Minor Poison with the Skeleton Barrel. So I'm actually going to make a 3 Must deck. I'm going to copy it off of Royale at least. Let's see. Not that one. That one's not a very good 3 Musk deck. I feel like 3 Musk is probably the best counter to these type of decks up here. But I don't know. We're going to be seeing what we do. Yeah, let's just play this one with the Prince. Prince is obviously a very good card right now. I do think it needs a little bit of a nerf, but we're going to take advantage of it while it's still around. We don't have the pump in starting hand, but it is our next card, so we're going to play our Ice Golem in the back. Cycle to our pump. Not a very risky play there. Looks like he's actually playing Log Bait, so it's going to be... Maybe we got a bit of a misprediction on the deck, so it's going to be a tough matchup for us. However, we're going to see what we can do. Rocket going down right there. Maybe he'll have like Mortar Goblin Barrel, maybe we'll have like Giant Sparky Goblin Barrel, but with the rocket coming down, I'm pretty sure it's just regular Log Bait. So, you know, he's got the Princess, he's got the Log, he's got probably NATO, hopefully he's Inferno, that might make it a little bit easier, but if he has NATO, then he can just pull my 3 Musks all to the 1 lane right now, and then he can Princess it once they cross to his side. So he's actually going to do that. I'm going to get my Miner ready for his Princess, going to play Goblins up here to try to predict it. No, looks like he's just going to go with a Goblin Barrel. So I'm actually going to get the prediction onto the Princess a little bit late. So my 3 Muskies do take a hit from the Princess, but they are going to get a significant amount of damage on the left side, going into 1000 HP there. Just, you know, a little bit of mind games. He's probably going to praise Princess onto the right side. I'm trying to tap Ice Golem. Probably somewhere over here because I predicted Miner over here. So I'm just going to play Ice Golem. I'm going to play Bats at the Ridge as well because I know he doesn't have Zap and he doesn't have Princess and Cycle. He's going to have to waste his Goblin Gang, and then I'm going to play my Pump. He's probably going to Rocket the Pump. So not too surprising right there. Just going to get my Goblins down. He's probably going to throw a Goblin Barrel. Might just have to zap it, unfortunately, but at least he doesn't have his Knight to tank for the Goblin Barrel, so we're in a pretty good spot right now. Alright, so zap onto the Goblin Barrel. It is in front, but nothing we could really do to take advantage of that. You know, we maybe could have played a Miner on defense, but I really want to use it to take out his Princesses, so we're just going to maybe cycle to another Pump. He does have the Princess, probably going to play it in the back over here. No, actually on the other side, so we're just going to play another Pump. We're going to Miner the Princess and get her Zap ready for the Goblin Gang. No, we actually used Goblin Gang over there, so maybe we'll play Knight. Zap onto the Goblins. And now we're going to be going a little bit aggressive with our Goblins because, I don't know, why not? Keep up some pressure. And I think I'm going to play 3 Musk now. He's probably going to pull them all to 1 lane, which I am expecting. But he did just use my his rocket on my Pump, so I'm not really too worried about that. At this point, I'm just trying to get some Miner chip damage because I don't think I can really win with my 3 Musks. He can just pull them to 1 lane and then rocket them if worse comes to worse for him. So I can't really win like that. I just have to kind of play Goblins on defense against his Goblin Barrels, hope to not take too much damage, and then go for the win with my Miners. You do actually get a nice Miner though. It's going to get a good bit of damage, substantial amount of damage actually. Maybe I have to play 3 Musk now to tank for the Goblin Barrel. He's going to get a nice Goblin Barrel there. It's going to get a good bit of damage, and that's going to be game number 3 going to Lucas. No, actually no, Rocket doesn't do enough damage, so he's going to have to cycle with 1 more Goblin Barrel, but there's nothing we can do. Maybe we can play 3 Musk at the bridge. That's kind of our last ditch effort. He can just play Knight, of course. We're going to play Goblins onto the opposite side of the Goblin Barrel. Very good play from us, of course. Miner going down, try to tank for the Musketeer. Not going to work out. Miner's chipping away, it's doing its best, but he does have the NATO. I believe that's the first time he used the NATO in the whole match, and obviously it's going to come in fairly clutch for him. That's going to be a good game against Lucas for game number 3. We got close to beating the hard counter, but we couldn't quite manage, unfortunately. But that's going to be a-okay. Now, I honestly do think he is going to switch to, his Mega Knight deck that he plays a lot. He's had a lot of experience with it. Yeah, 1 HP must OP. So I'm actually just going to keep with the same deck. Hope for the same matchup that I was hoping for last match. You know, a little bit of mind games coming in here. Never a bad thing for these best of 3s, best of 5s, whatever you are doing. Even best of 1s sometimes. Like maybe stacking up a deck on your stats Royale and then playing something that you haven't played in maybe months. You know, catch them off guard. Looks like he's actually taking his time with the mind games as well. Normally younger players like to, you know, hop right into the game, think they have the deck, the matchup all worked out, and it sometimes comes to, like, you know, kick them later on in the match. However, Lucas, obviously a very smart guy at 14, being a top ladder player, he is going to start with a Tombstone. Hopefully it's either probably Graveyard or maybe Lava Loon now with the Fireball, so I'm hoping that it's Lava Loon. We have a pretty good matchup against Lava Loon with the 3 Musketeers, so maybe I was right to, you know, stick with the 3 Musketeers, maybe play a little bit of mind games. Just use his Fireball on my Pump, so I'm going to split 3 Musketeers in the back. Got the Ice Golem tanking for the 1 Muskie. Yep, he is actually going to be playing the Lava Hound, so kind of wish I had the Minion Horde in the deck. We do the Bats for Cycle, we do the Prince for a lot of pressure, so excuse me, sorry, kind of losing my voice. Still getting back into that YouTube grind, as some might call it. Looks like we're going to do a lot of damage in the left lane. Probably take the tower there. Zap onto the Lava Hound as well. Kill the guards. And yeah, not bad. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's coming over me. Sorry about this, guys. Trying to stick it through. Win the last match for you guys. We do have a pretty good matchup, as I was talking about before. We just have to kind of defend now. He can't really do that much damage. What he can do, though, is he can really punish me, because we don't have the minion horde. We can't really bait out Fireball with the minion horde, then play Three Musketeers. So I was gonna have our his Zap for my bats, and then his Fireball for our Three Musketeers. So maybe I'm a little bit nervous, but you know, if I just play solid, you know, don't make any too risky plays, I should be able to, even if we sacrifice the tower, I should be able to get a pretty good counter push going and maybe win the game. Now I'm actually going to split my Three Musketeers to the opposite lane, that way he doesn't get Fireball value with my tower and his push. So we're just going to be doing that. Maybe try to get a little bit of a counter push going in the opposite lane. We're going to get an Ice Golem in front to tank the King Tower there. Gonna get a Zap going down here. It's actually got a huge push up my King Tower, so maybe this is not going according to plan. That's going to be a lot of damage for him. Tower's going down to 446 HP. And he's still pushing. He's just relentless right now, guys. Yeah, I actually think that balloon's going to lock on, at least with the death damage. Unless we zap it, maybe we can stop it. No, it's going to get the death damage. So it's going to be game over for match number 3 against Lucas. Or match number 4, actually. It's going to be 2-2. Do I play 3 Musk one more time? I think we're gonna play 3 Musk one more time, actually. Hope I'm not getting sick. Jeez. Luckily, I just finished my exams, so that's not a problem, but yeah. Alright, we've got one final match, boys. Losing my voice. Looks like I might be getting a little sick. Hopefully not, because I want to be able to keep making videos for you guys. LucasX versus Haz. We don't have the pump in the starting hand. Hopefully we can get the matchup again. I am playing 3 Musk again, but this time I have the Minion Horde, you know, the regular kind of MN-based spam version. He's going to start off with an Ice Wizard. Hopefully he's playing Graveyard. Not really too sure, though. Split another Goblin Gang in the back. He could be playing Graveyard, he could be playing Expo, he could be playing Hog Cycle. Really have no clue. All I know is he probably is NATO. It looks like it's actually going to be an Expo deck with that rocket coming down. Possibly could be Hog, but probably not. Now, oh, it actually is Hog. Knowing LucasXgamer, I was kind of thinking in the back of my head that it might be Hog. Normally I would just think it was Expo flat out, but Lucas obviously one of the best Hog players in the game right now. So I'm not surprised that he's playing Hog. It's going to be a very tough matchup for us. He's got the rocket, he's got a faster cycle than we do. So maybe he predicted we would play Battle Ram 3 times in a row, or 3 Musketeers 3 times in a row. Really don't know, but yeah, I'm a little nervous going to the last match, guys. I don't know. It would kind of stink to, you know, be up 3-0 and then, or 2-0 and then go 2-3. But that happens sometimes, you know. Worse things have happened. And we do not keep our pump alive either. Luckily, the Hog isn't going to go and get a lot of damage onto our tower there. But with the Miner, we're going to use it a little bit as a counter push, but there's not really much we can do against this matchup, especially in single elixir. We kind of just have to keep cycling pumps and hope to not give up too much damage on our tower. So we're going to get a nice zap onto that. It's going to kill the skeletons and hurt the Mega Minion, so it won't get any hits on our tower, luckily. And then we're going to play another elixir collector. Hopefully he doesn't Hog, but if he does this time, we do have the Minion Horde. I was about to play Goblin Gang, but I thought he might log it, so I decided against it. Alright, now that he used his Tornado, I'm going to play my 3 Musketeers, that way he can't tornado them to the same lane. I'm going to get my Battle Ram and my Goblin Gang over here, actually, because he just used his log. We're going to get a Miner onto that Ice Wizard, hopefully tank for the Musketeers on the left side as well. Battle Ram's not going to get to the tower, but we still have a monstrous push going down, and the Miner is actually tanking. He does push my Miner to the King Tower with a great log there from him. It's a very smart play, but our Musketeer is getting a ton of damage in the left lane, and I think I might be ready for another 3 Musketeers. Yep, he just used his NATO, so I'm going to play my 3 Musketeers in the back. That way, he might be able to rocket that right side, but I'm not really too worried about him doing that. And that way we can have the biggest counter push possible. There he goes with the Mega Minion. He's not using his log. He's saving that. Very smart of him. He's playing a good game here, actually. Maybe he thinks that that we've got him. Maybe not. He's going to play our Ice Wizard on the Miner. Maybe should have saved that for the Minion Horde. The Musketeer's actually going to go onto the tower, get 2 hits right there, and then he's going to waste his NATO and his log. So we're going to play another 3 Musketeers, assuming that he's going to be going with a Hog push here. and we're gonna get Ice Golem, and then we're gonna play a Goblin Gang as well. Once that Ice Golem goes down, that's only gonna get 2 hits on our tower. We've got the 2 Musketeers in the right lane. He had to use his Tombstone there, so we're going all in here. He's gonna be able to rocket us, I think. He actually does spam the oops down there, so we're gonna be able to actually beat LucasXgamer there. That's gonna be a great best of 5, and we're gonna finish off the game, the series, with a W, man. GG's in the chat, of course. Lucas, a great guy. I haven't known him for very long, but what I have known of him has only been positive things. Obviously Brazilian player, so reppin' Brasilia over there. Let's see if we can get him on call for some final last words. Hey guys, so unfortunately Lucas could not come on call. He's been having a bit of Wi-Fi problems throughout the day over in Brazil. Obviously it's a little bit different from where I am in America Wi-Fi wise. Kind of hard to connect across that international basis. But thank you guys very much for watching the video. Make sure to check out Lucas. I'll put all of his links down in the description below. Huge shout out for him for coming on the channel, of course. Good friend of mine. Haven't known him for very long, but the times I have known him, he's been a very nice guy, as I think I said in the video. But yeah, make sure to check out my social media links in the description below. You know, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Catch a little behind the scenes, maybe if I'm a little lazy on uploading. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching the video. Peace out.